Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you some hacks on therapy, which is pretty exciting. So, from a therapist and from a person who's been in therapy, I'm gonna tell you the 3 things you should know when choosing a therapist. Okay, number 1 is interview. And it sounds like, what? What do you mean? Like job interview? No, I mean interview them, okay? Like interview these people. Because people think, and they tell me all the time, like people that I meet at Comic Cons or just like clients or past clients, they'll be like, well, they matched my insurance. Like, well, yeah, but like you got to like set up, I mean, I even say like set up like little Zoom meet and greets, or I mean, it's kind of hard to go in and meet like 5 people. I mean, that's kind of weird, and do like 5-minute meet and greets. But Zoom meet and greets or phone calls, I prefer Zoom. I need to see them. Like, I need to be like, what's your vibe? I need a vibe check. So that's my number 1, like interview people, like audition these people. Sounds really weird, but that's your person. This isn't your like dermatologist. You know, this is your like head. This person's getting in there. They're getting in your heart space. They're getting in your head space. They're getting in your like family of origin. They're peeking through all the, as my old therapist would say, I'm gonna go through all the old rooms in this house that is you, and we're gonna turn on the light. We're gonna look through, and we're gonna go through whatever's there, boxes or stuff. We're gonna go through it, sort it, turn off the light, shut the door. It's like, oh, thank you. Well, I need someone that I really like to do that. So you gotta interview people, and it's okay. I think I went through like 6 people once, because I was like, I don't know about this person. I kind of don't want a man. But then I was like, okay, I don't want a young woman because I don't want someone younger than me. I mean, whatever it is, whatever like hang up you have, that's okay. Like, listen to your hang up. Because when somebody asked me like, oh, well, then you seem kind of hung up on the age thing. What's your perfect person? I was like, honestly, then my perfect person would be like, I was like a 60-year-old, like Earth Mama type. And I found that. And I loved her, and she was so impactful for me. So I say keep looking, even though it feels kind of weird. I mean, if you're in dire, acute stress, certainly just go with someone for now, but keep looking. I met someone at a Comic-Con last weekend that's like, I've got someone right now, but, and I was like, I love that. Yes. So have someone for now, but, kind of keep looking, and you just need to find someone that really vibes with you. Like, I had a guy that always came in these freaking awesome socks. I mean, they were just dumb. They always had funny sayings, and he just had fucking awesome fashion. And we'd spend a little time on it because I was like, you look amazing. Like, and I think that meant something, it was authentic. And like, that's the vibe that you want to be looking for. So interview, number 1. Okay, number 2 is their clinical style. I don't mean like, what's their background? What's their education? Like, duh, you're gonna find somebody who has the education. You're gonna find somebody who has the credentials. I mean, this is all just duh before we get to any of these things. But their clinical style means, what are their specialties? Do they specialize in trauma, or do they just have like some trauma-informed care? If that's something you want. Do they know EMDR, for instance? That's something I practice, if that's something you want. And how much of their practice do they do talk, and do they do EMDR? Some of these things are really important. Also, buy more than the interventions or models. Go way further when you're interviewing. What is your vibe style? Like, I am super directive. I use humor. I swear. It's like who Cricket is in life is who I am as a therapist. And that's not true for a lot of people. They're really separate. And so when you're interviewing, you want to be like, what's your clinical style? Okay, what are your models that you use, but what's your style? Do you give a lot of homework? Because you may not want homework. Are you directive? Do you give a lot of direction? I prefer to give direction. I think so many people come to therapy that are like, I just spent 3 years with somebody that would be like, it sounds like you're feeling, it's like, bleh. Like, no shit, okay? I'm not paying you to reflect back. No offense. I already know. Most people are really smart. There are some that aren't, but most people know. And so I found, which is why I had a wait list for 2 years, and now I'm on sabbatical, and I have people being like, when are you coming back? It's because of my clinical style, because I am direct. I am funny. I want to make light of most things, not serious things. I want to get traction for people. You've got to find out, what is your style? How long do you want me to be in therapy? Not 5 years. I want to get you results. And that means I have to be direct, and that means can I level with you? Like those kind of things. Now, if that style isn't for you, you have to know that. So you gotta check in when you're doing these interviews and find out the number 2, which is their clinical style. Above just what models they're using, which is really important, because if you're going for couples therapy, there are a lot of different couples interventions and models they could use. But there are a lot of couples where one doesn't want to be there and one does, and so you can't be super direct with the one that doesn't want to be there. So it's a real dance, and you just have to make sure that that person understands that. Okay, number 3 is kind of like the most important and yet really obvious, but I think people don't trust it, and it's your intuition. Like, trust your gut on this. Do not listen to friends and family who are like, well, so-and-so, Aunt Ginny used Dr. Bob, and Aunt Ginny loved Dr. Bob. Screw Dr. Bob, okay? Dr. Bob might be not for you. Like, I don't know, So, like, you gotta kind of see who's right for you, and it may not be Dr. Bob. And frankly, with today's, like, myriad of presenting problems or presenting personality types, which could include, LGBTQ+, trans on the spectrum. It could be so many things. Old school doctors even may or may not be the fit. And in fact, somebody even with a limited license who is getting their training could be the best, which sounds counterintuitive, but they can be great, because people fresh out of school have the most recent training, the most recent, research. They're really hungry to work with people. They have a lot of passion and compassion. So don't poo-poo the people that are like kind of new to the field. They're not burnt out, So I always say, like, don't go straight to somebody who like has like the best pedigree, because some of those younger people are awesome too. I know that when I was fresh out, I was so ready to work with the toughest cases and the most intricate cases, and I experienced a lot of older clinicians and older psychiatrists that weren't as excited, I noticed. And this is not a generalization, these were specific cases. But so those are my 3 tips for choosing a great therapist when you want to start therapy or come back to therapy. It's interview them, learn their clinical style, and use your intuition. And if you do those 3 things, you will start out with somebody that's a really good vibe for you, somebody that's going to help you where you are in life and help you get traction, so you're not there, for years and years as a friend, but you're there to get some leveling up in life. And I hope this helps. What do you guys think? What have you used? I mean, tell me in the comments, like, have you done this? I don't know. Has anyone done all of this? And are you like, yep, I did that and that helped? Or are you like, nope, I didn't do that and I should have? Or are you like, this is all bullshit, I didn't need to do any of that and I found the perfect person? Like, tell me in your comments, what you think.